So I guess I'm going to take a moment to talk about. I was actually kind of going through some video. I was showing, when I went to the lake. I'll release that later. But I'm looking at a video that's coming out about a 19-year-old guy that goes into a high school and shoots up the place. And now, as of my time, which is probably about 4 or 5, they said 17 people are killed. Now, I mean, of course, politicians are going to have a field day with it. They're going to, Democrats are going to run out and say gun control, and some Republicans run out there saying NRA, and Second Amendment. And I hope they don't get to that level, but it looks like the Democrats are already piling on it. 17 did. That's really bad. I mean, come on. And I always said, and I'll say as briefly as I can, I'll try to get this out there. The best way to make the people that support the Second Amendment, which I do, or the people, from the NRA, and also on the other side, some of the liberals on how their feelings with gun control is, why don't they just kind of come to a compromise and just regulate bullets? I mean, you can't stop selling firearms. They never will. And, even if there was a time when they abolished the Second Amendment, which they won't, that will never happen. But let's say, hypothetically, they do, guns would still come in from all around the world. So that's just kind of a no-win situation there. It'll just be like drugs. They come in from everywhere. They'll be smuggled in somehow, and that's just the way it is. So as far as using it as a political tool, using this tragedy as a political tool by the Democrats, it would be horrible. I hope they don't do that. I hope we won't see that, but I think we will. It's just a tragedy, man. I just think, my kids are all grown up now, but they went to high school like everybody else's kids do. I just can't imagine we're living in a day now when people just, a guy can pull a fire alarm and just kill 17 people. I mean, what impulses people to do that? I mean, we can sit there and blame guns and guns and guns, and, every liberal is going to say guns and guns and guns. You know what? It starts at home. It really starts at home. If you don't know how to raise your damn children, you shouldn't have children in the first place. If you are a parent that's dealing with a child that might be giving you any indication of mental instability, or just for whatever reason is not acting like a normal teenager should, or a kid, or whatever, call somebody, because you're always going to have chat and forego the whole ideology of I'm going to be embarrassed, so I don't want to call anybody. I don't want them to know my kid might be mentally unstable. No, we want you to call. We would appreciate you more if you did something like that. It seems to be that this 19-year-old, they were making some sort of indication. I'm just reading as I'm looking at it, that he was kind of influenced. They're looking at his Facebook account right now. I guess he was influenced by something. I don't know if it was terrorism or anything like that, but he's just too young. He's 19. I mean, if you got a kid that's just isolated, just don't talk, just all of a sudden bad behavior, just call somebody. Call the cops and say, this guy can be just, off the Richter. So just do that, all right? I just had to get out there. I just pray for those people. I think we should all pray for those kids out there. I don't know if teachers are involved. I gotta get to my food. All right, so I just wanted to get that out there. Just pray for everybody, Jesus.